I am Pinoy.
Proud ako!
I am Pinoy.
Proud ako!
I am Pinoy.
Mabuhay! Ang buwan ng Pebrero ay tinuturing na buwan ng mga puso. Sa panahong ito, binibigyan ng espesyal na atensyon ang salitang pag-ibig o pagmamahal sa pamilya man, sa kapwa, sa bayan o maging sa sarili. Kaya naman po, sa I Am Pinoy Proud Ako, ihatid namin sa inyo ang iba't ibang kwento ng pag-ibig, sakripisyo at pakikipagsapalaran. Isang mag-asawa ang aming nakilala na muli nagpatunay na ang pag-ibig ay para sa lahat, bata man o may edad.
I thank you for the best years of my life.
Oh my God.
And I hope we'll have more together.
Samantala, dahil sa pagmamahal sa anak na mayroong sakit sa balat, isang pamilya ang nakahanap hindi lamang ng natural na solusyon sa problema, kundi ng hanap buhay.
Malaki yung pag-asang bumata ka. Pero ito, taglay nito yung pangalan ng Pilipino. Saan ka man pumunta, sa mampanig ng mundo, makikita mo yung tatak natin na pagka-Pilipino. Naandyan yung I am Pinoy, proud ako.
Sa Buhay Amerika, ibabahagi naman sa atin ng isang dating modelo at mayamang interior designer ang mahalagang aral ng buhay na dapat nating matutunang mahalin.
Well, talking about ups and downs, I really had a lot of ups and downs. You know, my first divorce, when I left home, I used to have a beautiful home in Maria Luisa. I had 2 beautiful homes there. And sorry to say that, you know, the marriage ended and I have to start all over again, you know, after experiencing lavish, luxurious life, you know.
At sa pinakabagong segment na Pusong Pinoy, kilalanin natin si Nodie, isang American artist. Wala man siyang dugong Pinoy, musikang Pinoy naman ang laman ng kanyang puso.
They love each other and
Sing more.
what are you going to say?
Well, I really love Nodie and so proud.
Yan at iba pang mga kwento para sa buwan ng mga puso. Ako po si Ethel Cantor Constantino mula sa The Big Apple. I am Pinoy, proud ako.
Hi, my name is Anel and I'm Pinoy Proud Ako artist.
Magandang araw sa edad na 50. Sino ang mag-aakala na makakahanap pa siya ng isang tunay na minamahal? Tunghayan ang kwento na nagpapatunay na growing old is a beautiful thing and even made more beautiful with someone you love dearly.
Wala ko na siya. Niyaya ko na dinala ko sa mga anak ko. Just to find out how kung ano ang nila.
Impression.
Sabi nga, parang si nanay ito.
Ito ang masayang salaysay ni Mang Gency Lingan tungkol sa unang araw nang ipinakilala niya si Aling Linda sa kanyang mga anak. Ang itinutukoy na nanay ng kanyang mga anak ay ang kanyang unang asawa na yumao na.
Hindi ko, yun ang araw ng kamatayan ng first wife niya. Kaya sabi ng mga anak, we believe, you know, that nanay gave you to us.
Ang hilig sa pagsasayaw ng ballroom ang naging daan upang magkakilala si Mang Gency, isang architect na galing sa California, at Aling Linda naman, isang health professional sa New York.
Pumunta ako rito 1995. Kaya bumalik ko nagtrabaho na dito pagkatapos ko sa trabaho, dire-direksyon ako sa ballroom school.
So, sinabi ko sa co-officer ko, Presi, hanap mo naman ako ng magandang escort, yung gentleman.
Ngunit ang sana ay unang pagkikita ay di natuloy dahil
Inindiyan ako. After siguro mga 1 year, biglang may tawag sa akin sa office. Sabi ng secretary, Linda, you have a call from, I put it there, nasa message ba, nakasulat doon. Man from Mongolia. Sabi ko, sino naman kaya itong impactum na to? Oo.
Araw-araw na phone calls sa paraang ito, lalo pang nagkakilala ang dalawa. At makalipas nga ng 1 taon, nagdesisyon na silang magpakasal. Ang araw na kailanman ay hindi naisip gawin ni Aling Linda, lalo pat mahigit 50 taong gulang na siya at si Mang Gency naman ay nasa 60 taong gulang na rin.
Kasi sabi niya, Lynn, will you marry me? Sabi niya. Sabi ko, sasabihin ko muna sa tatay ko. Kasi buhay pa nun ng tatay ko eh. Sabi niya, huwag mo nang isipin ng matagal kasi matatanda na tayo.
May 17 taon na ang nakalipas nang sila ikasal. Marami na rin ang kanilang napagdaanan, ngunit nanatiling matatag ang kanilang relasyon.
You have to have trust with each other. Tatawag kami sa telepono, connectivity, communication.
Nag-I love you pa rin po ba kayo?
Ay, natatawa nga yung iba eh. Kasi pag alam nila pag nasabi na ako ng ano, I love you, your husband called again, honey bunny. Yeah. Ang message ko sa baby ko, I thank you very much for the best years of my life. And I hope I'll spend more with you. Yan, naiyak na ako.
Para sa anak, lahat ay gagawin ng isang magulang. Ito ang ginawa ng mag-asawang Percival at Myrna Cunanan upang maibsan ang dinaramdam na sakit ng anak na may eczema. Isang uri ng skin condition. Ngunit ang inaakalang solusyon lamang sa karamdaman ng anak ay nagbigay rin sa kanila ng hanap buhay.
My name is Kenneth Magbanua. I firmly cast my vote to Duterte and Cayetano. I am from New York City. I am Pinoy. Boom! Proud ako.
Atopic dermatitis, which is often called eczema, is an itchy, red rash that can appear all over the body. Sa pinakahuling tala, mahigit 3 milyong Americans ay meron nito. There is no cure for eczema, but in most cases, it is manageable. Ito ang malaking problema noon ng mag-asawang Percival at Myrna Cunanan sa kanilang 2 taon gulang na anak na nagkaroon nito. Ang makakate at mapupulang pantal sa leeg, braso, tuhod at iba pang bahagi ng katawan ng anak ay lubhang ikinababahala ng mag-asawa lalo pat hindi naibsan ng anumang dermatologist prescribed soap ang naturang kondisyon. Kaya naman, naghanap na ng paraan ang mag-asawa. Pinag-aralan kung papaano labanan o bawasan man lamang ang discomfort na naramdaman ng anak.
Being like a mom, you're like very concerned of your daughter, and you want her to really like not feel the pain because she's just too young to have that after all.
Sa kanilang pananaliksik, napag-alaman ng mag-asawa ang magandang epekto sa balat ng ilang herbs at natural ingredients. Dito na naisipan nilang gumawa ng sabon na magagamit para sa pinakamamahal na anak. Nag-aral si Myrna ng soap making. Ilang beses munang sinubukan sa sarili ang mga unang gawa until she perfected the formula that is safe and effective for sensitive skin.
Yes. So pagkatapos na i-cut,
Yes.
after you cut it, ito na yung
Yes, yeah.
You need to cure.
You have to cure it for like 4 to 6
6
weeks. And then again, when we talk about like safety.
The skin of the baby is different from the skin of the teenagers, for adults like us. So we decided to ask their professional advice what is the best one for the babies.
At dahil na rin sa magandang epekto ng ginawang sabon sa balat ng anak, ibinahagi nila sa mga kaibigan ang produkto na kanila namang nagustuhan at ang ilan ay umorder pa. Dito na naisipan ng mag-asawa na gumawa ng maramihan at di kalaunan ay nabuo na rin ang kumpanyang Babata Handmade Soap.
Ang kagandahan nito, pag tinignan mo yung aming pangalan, nandyan yung pangalan tatak ng pagka-Pilipino. So pag binanggit mo yung Babata, bukod sa pag ginamit mo yung aming produkto, malaki yung pag-asang bumata ka. Pero ito, taglay nito yung pangalan ng Pilipino. Saan ka man pumunta, sa mampanig ng mundo, makikita mo yung tatak natin na pagka-Pilipino. Naandyan yung I am Pinoy, proud ako.
Gamit na rin ilang herbs at natural ingredients tulad ng olive oil, butter at oatmeal, nakagawa rin sila ng handmade lotion at handmade lip balm that come very handy to moisturize the skin any time of the day.
Before, they were asking for so many ointment as well as how they call it steroid.
Yeah,
they put some steroid.
Yeah,
it's not working.
Yeah.
And when they tried our soap, they said, thank you so much. So that's the best thing on it.
Samantala, bilang experienced retail manager sa loob ng mahigit 12 taon at certified nursing assistant, prioridad ni Myrna na tiyakin na dekalidad at ligtas ang kanilang mga produkto, hindi lamang para sa anak kundi para sa lahat ng customers nito na umaasang makahanap ng ginhawa sa tuwing gumagamit ng produkto. Bilang educator, prioridad rin ni Percival na tiyakin na hindi magdudulot ng problema sa kalikasan ang kanilang produkto. Kaya naman mula ingredients hanggang packaging, lahat ito ay biodegradable. Sa ngayon, mabibili na through online ang mga produktong Babata na nakaabot na rin sa Pilipinas, Guatemala, India, Bangladesh, Canada at Africa. At kahit bago pa ang kumpanya ay tumutulong na rin sila sa mga kabataan sa Pilipinas sa pamamagitan ng donasyon sa mga special education schools ng Department of Education.
Huwag po kayong matatakot na may pagsapalaran sapagkat tayo bilang Pilipino ay meron tayong kakaibang mga talento na itinatago. Ang kailangan lang po natin ay ilabas yan at ipagsigawan na I am Pinoy, proud ako. Babata Handmade Soap, made in New York, gawa ng Pinoy.
And you're watching
I am Pinoy, proud ako!
Proud ako!
I am Pinoy.
May 6 na bahay, mga sasakyan, jet setter at nagbayari pa ng isang malaking negosyo. Ito ang buhay ng isang dating modelo at interior designer na ngayon ay nagsusumikap na muling makabangon. Panoorin at damdamin ang mahalagang aral sa buhay Amerika sa kwento ni Delia, Piloton.
I am Pinoy, proud ako!
I was already into interior design. I was into furniture manufacturing. We're also in construction business before with my first husband. And I studied here in New York City. I took up my interior design way back in '79. And after that, I was a supplier of Gucci here in New York. That pushed me and gave me the courage to live in New York City. I got divorced from my first husband. We had 3 kids, and I had to get my 3 kids for me to keep on living in New York City. I met my future second husband after being a divorced woman for 7 years at that time. So we relocated in Manila to venture a business there. I was doing tremendous business with the Shangri-Las. I had a manufacturing company in Manila. I used to have a building in Taguig, and I built that building during my time when I did interior design with the military, like Armed Forces of the Philippines, Chief of Staff. The business was really good at that time, you know, and you can imagine all the Shangri-Las. I was supplying sleepers, you know, hangers, towels, bed sheets. I import, I export, I manufacture. I came back to the U.S. and did a simple business. I was involved in healthcare, facility care for the elderly. It's a state license facility care. Actually, we were able to own like 4 or 5 of them at the helm of the real estate in the late 90s and up to mid 2000 until real estate crashed and I got divorced.
So after years being on top of your profession, it was such like a very triumphant years. How's life now?
Well, talking about ups and downs, I really had a lot of ups and downs. You know, my first divorce, when I left home, I used to have a beautiful home in Maria Luisa. I had 2 beautiful homes there. And sorry to say that, you know, the marriage ended and I have to start all over again, you know. After experiencing lavish, luxurious life, you know, like with everything, like nice home, you're driving your own luxury car and you travel anywhere you want to go, you know, things like that. And all of a sudden, you know, you're by yourself and you start all over again. That's not easy, you know, it's very tough. Caregiving referral, and I'm doing caregiving at the same time just to fill up my time. But I am more focused on doing networking.
What's the lesson that you learned going through these years?
The lesson that I learned, oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, tell us.
You know, well, maybe we need to be frugal. Because I remember my good old days, I was extravagant. As if like there's no tomorrow. My kids were complaining, "Ma, you could have been a very rich lady by now if you did not splurge too much of your money."
Where did your money go?
Oh gosh, I'm crazy sometimes, you know.
What is your advice to the young generation? Those who are trying to be on top and those who are already on top?
Well,
when it comes to attitude, like how you treat your job, how you treat your talent, how you treat other people, you know?
well, my advice is to keep calm with their achievements, not to go crazy and go, you know, too excited about it. Just keep calm and, you know, be nice. Have a good attitude towards life and towards the future. Be frugal a little bit because every day is different, you know. It could be good now, today, tomorrow it's different. Like, how many times recession hit the United States? I was hit by the real estate crash in California. It's a good thing that I sold some of my real estate properties, but some of the properties, I lost it.
Maybe nagsisihan na kayo.
No, no regrets. I learned from my ups and downs, you know.
You learned it the hard way.
I learned it the hard way. And I'm always praying that God will give me another chance.
In every situation, there is like a lesson. Some people, when they are at the downest moment of their lives, they find peace. They find themselves again.
True.
Right, what you
True,
find
true.
in this kind of situation.
You know, when I was younger and I was busy making money and the kids were growing up, I was like on the go all the time. Like boom, 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 like, you know. When I come home, I was still working. I sleep like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and live like, you know, like I have people waiting for me at the office and I have to visit my projects after office, things like that. I was busy, you know, I barely had time for my family, but I made sure that weekend is for the kids, for the family. Now I'm alone. And I have a lot of peace, but sometimes I wanted to cry, but my tears can't fall anymore. I cried so many times. I had so many pains and heartaches in my life, but you know, you have to move on and you have to just embrace the now, the today. Just be prayerful and be nice to people. Be kind. That's the key. You know, it doesn't pay to be snob. It doesn't pay to be arrogant. You know, you can be rich and be humble. You know, that's all.
Dekada 90, sumikat ang grupong AGs, isang Filipino band na nasa likod ng mga kantang Luha, Basang-basa sa ulan at Halik. Ang kantang may matataas na tono at paborito ng marami dito sa New York, Isang Binibini, ang kinagigiliwan ng maraming Pinoy dahil sa kanyang AGs Hear It. Ating alamin ang kwento ng isang American artist na may malaking respeto at pagmamahal sa original Filipino music sa ating pinakabagong segment na Pusong Pinoy.
Siya si Nodie, lead singer ng grupong Expo 6 na binubuo ng 4 na iba pang Filipino instrumentalist na sina Lan, Rick, Peter, and Joel. Ang nag-iisang non-Filipino ng banda ay kinagigiliwan ng maraming Pinoy sa New York dahil sa mga AGs Hear It nito.
We started our band in 2012. During that time, we only did original English music until we wanted to play at the Payag restaurant in Woodside. And the criteria to play at Payag was that we had to play Tagalog music.
Hindi inatrasan ni Nodie ang hamon na ito, bagamat aminado na hindi ito madaling gawin.
To be honest with you, I didn't really have the song selection because I didn't know too much. So they played random songs for me and I picked them off YouTube. And AGs happened to be one of my favorites. So we do.
Ang grupong AGs ay isang sikat na banda sa Pilipinas simula noong dekada 90. Ang mga kantang Luha, Basang-basa sa ulan at Halik ay ilan lamang sa mga kanta na paborito ng marami. Sa simula, kailangan ni Nodie na pag-aralan ng alpabetong Pilipino. Sino ba naman ako para pigilan ka?
The words are like 14 letters long. So sometimes it's really hard to pronounce, and I had to learn my alphabet all over again. You know, ABCs, I had to learn abacada.
Sa tulong ng lead guitarist at boyfriend na sila, natutunan ni Nodie ang wastong pagbigkas ng bawat katagang Pinoy.
He is quite demanding sometimes. It could be quite stressful because he wants me to be the best at it. You know, he wants me to pronounce the words properly and correctly. But at the same time, it's difficult sometimes. So I want to give up sometimes and he pushes me. So it's a balance of both.
Sa concert ng AGs dito sa New York noong 2013, ipinakita ni Nodie hindi lamang ang kanyang galing sa pagkanta, kundi ang pagmamahal na rin sa original Filipino music.
Very emotional. Very, very emotional. They're my idol, you know, and to be up there next to them was an amazing experience.
Nasa dugo na ni Nodie ang kumanta. Ang kanyang ina ay isa ring dating singer mula sa Belfast, Ireland. Kaya naman, bata pa lamang ay natuto na siyang kumanta at nagsimula rin siyang mag-aral na tumugtog ng bass. During the day, Nodie works as a manager of an insurance company in New York.
If you are given the chance to write a Piloton, maybe it's in English and you want your boyfriend to translate it into Filipino, what is the theme of that special song?
Love.
I'm sure you're in love. Surely you are. And is it love for a relationship? What is it? Generally, it's about love.
Love. I would have to say love of relationship because I've grown so much within the last 6 years of being together with him, and I've learned so much. And you know, I appreciate him, and I appreciate the music that we make together. So if we could do a song together, that would be great.
Dating magkapitbahay sina Nodie at Lan, ang hilig sa musika ang nagdugtong sa kanila.
One day I heard him playing guitar in his backyard, but I didn't actually know that it was him playing music. So I heard the music and I was passing by and I said, oh, you know, you guys are playing music? And he said, sure, come over one day and sing. So I said, oh, okay, you know, maybe sometime. And after we got together, it was then that I found out that he was the one playing guitar, and then he had asked me to sing, and he was, oh my God, you can sing. So it was always his dream to have a band as well, and always my dream to be in a band. So I guess, you know, fate brought us together, and we're doing what we love now, so.
At hindi lamang sa isang Pinoy at musikang Pinoy na in love si Nodie, na pamahal na rin sa kanya maging ang lutong Pinoy at ang kultura nito.
I actually never really ate rice until I met him. Now I eat rice every day. Yeah, so I like pancit and sinigang and munggo and adobo. Of course.
Everybody does.
For the young artists that are out there, if you're trying to pursue music and your bands, you know, explore your options. The number one thing is chemistry. You have to make sure that the chemistry between the bandmates is good. If you have good chemistry, your band's gonna go far. And you don't always have to stay within your own culture. You know, one thing that we learned is music is music. You know, and if you love music, it doesn't matter what nationality you are, what culture you are, what race you are. You know, if you have love for music, then everybody can unite and be one.
Love comes in many forms and colors. It knows no boundaries. Let's embrace and share it. Salamat po sa inyong panunood sa ating special na episode sa Buhay ng mga Puso. At syempre pa, sana ay nasyahan kayo at nagdulot sa atin ang aral ng mga kwento ng ating mga kababayan mula rito sa New York City. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe. I am Pinoy Proud ako YouTube channel. Ako po muli si Ethel Cantor Constantino. Saan ka man makarating, gumawa ng tama at isigaw. I am Pinoy Proud ako.
I am Pinoy.
Proud ako!
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 Kahit saan, kahit kailan, Pinoy ako, isisigaw ko sa buong mundo. Sa buong mundo. Proud ako, I am Pinoy. Proud ako, I am Pinoy. I am Pinoy. Proud ako, I am Pinoy.
I am Pinoy sa puso, isip at salita. May dugong bayan, misa sa silangan nagmula. I am Pinoy, talagang maaasahan. Proud ako sa aking lupang sinilangan. Mahal ko ang Pilipinas, lahat ay sumigaw ng I am Pinoy.